Happy Fun Friday! I hope you guys are doing well. Today for Fun Friday, we are going to do fireworks in a cup. You may have done something like this in milk, but we're going to do it a little bit differently, okay? So today you guys are going to need to get some sort of oil. This is just like a cooking oil that we had in our cabinet, and you want to put about 2 tablespoons of that into a small little glass. It doesn't really matter a ton about how much the measurement is, but try 2 tablespoons. If you use a big vase, you're gonna need to use more oil. So the other thing you need to get is you need to get a tall glass of warm water. This is where we're gonna put our fireworks display into. You also are gonna need food coloring. You get to use whatever colors you want because fireworks are lots of colors, just like is on your cheek, huh?
Yeah, like, I'm gonna try to do, red and blue and see what that is.
Ooh, that'll be fun. But the other thing that you are gonna need is
a fork.
And this is just to maybe, some people, you don't have to use a fork, but some people like to stir the fireworks at the very beginning. So this is what we're gonna do. Start out by putting some drops of your food coloring into your oil. So just choose maybe a couple of drops. You can just put some drops in there.
Yeah.
If you do too much, then they sort of separate and they do some weird things. But you're just gonna put different drops, different colors into your oil.
Can you help me?
It's really, are you having a hard time with the lid? This is a really good thing to ask your parents to help with, actually. Oh, that is a tight lid. Just because food coloring stains, and so you don't really want to get it everywhere. So just do like small, yep. And what I love, as Logan's doing that, look at how all these weird like food coloring bubbles form. Like there's these droplets. It's so cool. You can imagine what's about to happen. And I always suggest putting the lid back on the food coloring. That way it doesn't get everywhere. So kind of get your colors, what you think you want to do. Don't do too much. If you do too much, then it tends to get a little crazy. And then you can't see all the cool colors later on. But maybe put a couple of drops. If you just want to focus on your 4th of July colors, that's fine. Now, some people leave it just like that. Some people like to take a fork and mix the bubbles just to get a few more droplets out of it. And it just kind of separates some of those droplets. So feel free to do it how you want.
Yeah, mix it.
You're gonna mix a little bit? Awesome.
There.
Awesome, and I'll take the fork, because this stuff gets everywhere.
I'm gonna put it forward so I think
Should we tip it down so everyone can see?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna tip it down. And now, hello down there. So now we'll put our cups. Do you want to put your cup closer so people can see? Okay, so that's your cup and this is my cup. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our oil and dump it on top and see what happens. Oh, Logan, that you might have had a lot of food coloring and maybe, or too much food coloring, and that's why yours turned all dark. But what's going to happen is, as you watch, some of this oil, you might be able to, can you see it in mine? Some of the oil starts to drop down. And look at that. Do you see some of the colors? Now this is just a good example. Yours is doing the same thing, but because I think you had a lot of those dark colors, I think it's harder to tell. But do you see yours, Logan? It's dropping down.
I see it.
And then in mine, it's starting to slowly drop down. But those droplets of food coloring, whoa! I feel like we should go every time we see one drop down. Do you see? Every time the color, every time the weight finally goes through the surface of the water, it drops and it's making these like, it's like fireworks in a cup. Do you see it?
No, I see mine. There's like a tiny part right here that I can see inside.
Oh yeah, you can see inside. So this is called fireworks in a cup. You can try it at home and have fun. There's lots of different crafts and fun things that you guys can do today, but hopefully you guys can try this at home because it is so much fun, right?
Wait 1 second.
Oh, Logan's gonna keep adding. All right, happy Friday, you guys. Bye.